Yeah. P. Diddy, whatever you call himself. Yeah, go ahead. It is one of the strangest interrogations we have ever covered here on Sidebar, and in light of a criminal indictment against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, some people are seeing it in a whole new way. We're taking another look at the bizarre claims made by a man accused of shooting up one of former President Donald Trump's Florida hotels and his connection to Sean Combs. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. So as you know by now, rapper Sean Diddy Combs is facing sex trafficking and racketeering charges out in New York City, accused of using force and coercion to get people around him to facilitate and participate in so-called freak-offs, these group sex sessions that sometimes last for days at a time. The criminal indictment lays out the allegations, only names Combs as the defendant, although that could potentially change down the line. We may see more defendants. But since Combs has officially been charged and he's locked up behind bars, there have been a lot of videos that have been surfacing, particularly online. And one of those videos is the interrogation of a man named Jonathan Oddie. Now, this is a strange one, maybe some would say, an odd one. See what I did right there? So I want you to stay with me. So we go back to 2018, and Jonathan Oddie allegedly went into the Trump National Doral Miami Hotel and Resort in the middle of the night and ostensibly went on a rampage. The state attorney's office says that Oddie fired shots in the lobby and toward the chandelier, then draped a giant American flag across the front desk. There was a shootout when Miami police got to the scene, and Oddie was shot in the leg and tried to hide, but he was taken into custody. Faces multiple charges: attempted murder, armed burglary, grand theft. Now you might be saying, well, why are you talking about him? What is his connection to Sean Combs? Well, once Oddie was released from the hospital, he did an interview with police where he repeatedly asked to speak with the FBI, the CIA, Secret Service, the media. And during that conversation, he brings up, of all people, Sean Combs. Now, here's the thing. You might say, Jesse, what are you about to talk about? Does this guy sound crazy? I'll leave that to you. But what he ends up saying back in 2018 is kind of eerie, thinking about what the allegations are right now. And for that, I want to talk about some specifics. And I want to bring in retired NYPD detective Tom Smith to talk more about this. Tom, thanks so much for coming on. We haven't had a chance to talk about the Sean Diddy Combs arrest, the indictment. I'll first ask you about the arrest, and then we'll get into the Jonathan Oddie situation. But what's your overall reaction about what happened last week? And particularly, I thought it was really interesting because there's this video that's been surfacing, I believe TMZ published, where you can see agents arresting Sean Combs at his hotel at the Park Hyatt. He knew this was going to happen, seemingly. He came to New York to face the charges, but I don't think he knew at that moment he was about to be detained. There was a question about, did he want to surrender himself? But they detained him in the hotel lobby. What'd you make of it?
Well, it's how it's done. You have indictments, you have an investigation and indictment. And let me tell you something about the Southern District of New York in the U.S. Attorney's Office. They are the most powerful, strongest U.S. Attorney's Office in the country. And they do not just do a case, okay? They are airtight when they are brought to them. They do not prepare for a trial. They put so much pressure on the defense team and on the defendant with the amount of evidence they have and witnesses and electronic surveillance evidence, all of that into a packet. They don't move forward until they have you. And Diddy is in a lot of trouble with the Southern District being at the point they're at right now. He has a lot to look forward to because, like I said, U.S. Attorney's Office, Southern District brings cases that are airtight, and they don't move forward until they're ready.
Hey, by the way, we really appreciate you guys coming to us for our Sean Combs coverage. We plan to continue to bring you updates on this story. And look, the reason we're able to do this is because not only of the support that we get from you guys, but also from our sponsors. And if I can, I want to call out one right now, Upside. So this is so cool. Upside is a free app that helps you get cash back on daily essentials like gas and groceries. Real cashback, money that appears in your Upside app that you can transfer straight into your bank account. Just the other day, I used Upside to find a gas station. I claimed an offer. I pay with my credit card at the pump, follow the steps on the app to get cash back. And you can use Upside at all different kinds of places, including restaurants, convenience stores. So to find out how much you could earn, Click the link in the description to download Upside or scan the QR code on screen and use our promo code SIDEBAR and you'll get an extra 25 cents back on every gallon on your first tank of gas. I hope you can check it out. Yeah, and we spent a lot of Sidebar episodes so far breaking down the indictment, the charges, what might be to come, why they charged it this way. But now you see things that have come out. You see these videos that have come out. And I want to talk about this interview where Adi is rambling for a while and he's talking about different conspiracy theories. And then suddenly he mentions Combs.
Do you know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
Diddy, whatever he calls himself. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
It's the black people. Okay.
Quick aside here, the Boule is a real thing. It's the senior leadership of Sigma Pi Phi fraternity. Our understanding it's the oldest postgraduate fraternity founded by and for black men. It was secret in the beginning, but not anymore. It's been rumored that Sean Combs might be a member, but he's not. Tom, first let's start there. When you're interviewing somebody like this, who allegedly just shot up a public property, you have to take what he says with a grain of salt, I imagine, but you don't want to just ignore everything he's saying, right?
No, not at all. And you know what? I was always taught when you're doing an interview like that, you do more listening than